An incredible victory. I knew Asmodan could never stand up to the likes of you.
Where are Adria, Leah, and Tyrion?
They are all in the armory, no doubt celebrating. You should join them.
Cooking and serving gruel ain't glorious, but these men can't fight and die on empty stomachs.
Adria, when did you decide to betray us?
20 years ago, a great and terrible power drew me to Tristram. But Aiden, Leoric's eldest son, defeated that power and sought to contain it within his own flesh.
The Dark Wanderer.
It was Diablo I saw within him, and I pledged myself to his service. Now, at last, his grand design comes to fruition. Dear Leah, Deckard always suspected your true father was Diablo himself. And now, my daughter, you shall serve as his vessel. I live. But I am more than I once was. The 7 evils are now one within me. I am the prime evil. Well done, faithful Adria. Go now, until I call upon you again. Now, at last, to my true goal, the one that has always eluded me. The utter destruction of the high heavens. Even in the heart of heaven, angels can still feel fear.
My old enemy. You cannot hide from me, no matter what form you choose to wear. Let your true self be revealed. Diablo.
shall remain, but my laughter.
Adria has betrayed us and taken the life of her own daughter. From Leah's body, Diablo is reborn as the prime evil. And he commands all the powers of hell. The high heavens quake under his assault, and the angels are in retreat. The gods forged me for this. I will slay the Lord of Terror, for all gods and men.
Heavens, what have we done?
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
The aspect of valor condemns us. This will be difficult.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
Do not doubt yourself, Tyrael. This was Diablo's work. We did everything we could.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
Do not fall prey to doubt, Tyrael. You believed in us, and now you must fight with us. Join with me, or give in to despair.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced.
Dire tidings indeed.
We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her. I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
I could not either. It is too sad.
None of us sensed the depth of Adria's evil. She sacrificed her own daughter to resurrect Diablo. You could not have known.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
We will mourn Leah when the task is done. We must first stop Diablo.
I thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
Don't lose hope. We have come far together.
Right. Sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption.
If you are reading this, my husband and I are both gone. We would like to be buried side by side, preferably in a sunny spot. Oh, and please don't bury my husband's sword with us. He won't need it anymore.
The fat merchant never ran, not even when he had a chance. I wonder why.
Did you see all of this, Miriam?
Of course, Cheldo.
Why didn't you warn us? What point is foresight if you do not tell of what you see?
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming.
You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
Then you let Leah die.
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Celdo.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
You sound more serious than I have ever heard you.
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. I never quite expected my life to end this way.
How did you think you would die?
I was smothered by a harem. Or more likely, killed by the jewel I seek. Now, who would have thought that the entire world would die together? I can't complain. It's not as though I can say my life was not long enough.
Do not yield to despair. We are not dead yet.
I'm glad my boundless confidence is rubbing off on you. Could you give some of it back?
Well, we've had a good time, right? Shame about our imminent deaths.
We shall see about that.
You don't choose this life and expect to live to an old age. Still, it's the women I feel sorry for.
Which women?
All of them. There will be heaving bosoms and torn clothes all across the land when word spreads that I've fallen in battle.
Do you miss your family?
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
You will see them again. We will not fall here.
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
What?
As low as I am, I would never frame him. Not even to win her back. They won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you were superstitious heathen. I was wrong. You have taught me what it truly means to pursue a righteous and holy life. Thank you.
I did nothing but speak truth as I see it. Your choice to seek balance and confront your fear taught you these lessons. Remember that.
I will. Of all people, I should have seen this coming. I allowed myself to believe this fiction that Adria was other than I suspected her to be. And now, the world is lost, and it is my fault.
No more than any of us. We saw what we wanted. All we can do is set things right.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
It is possible. Perhaps Adria left the Coven behind to find Diablo and Tristram, while Magda stayed true to her followers.
Let us seek honor together, my friend.
They were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
No one could have.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world. I could not see the truth. You must think me very foolish.
You are not a fool. We were all deceived.
That is kind of you. I have devoted my life to studying the arcane, and yet I was not skilled enough to act when it truly mattered.
Let us fight this evil together.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm. The shades will devour your soul. You believe you can defeat me, mortal? Our powers are endless. Every moment I delay you, I draw closer to my ultimate victory.
If I had known what that cow Adria was up to, I would have slit her throat. Magic or no.
I will not forget her betrayal.